Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy T-I-N-Y to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's pentiferous, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous. When arting or Mario Karting, he's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emotes of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a sprite, dim the lights, sit tight, cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Sound right, boy.
Have I fixed it? I fixed it. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Is that better? It's better. I fixed it. I don't know what was wrong with that. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in again and it started working, so that was fine. Hello, everyone. Well, I hope it's not to do with the fact I spilled some tea when I sat down, and I assume it's not to do with that, but maybe it could be. Let me just wipe this tea up with my sleeve to avoid electrical death. That would be really spooky, wouldn't it, if I died live on air? I don't think it's nothing to do with that. I think it was just playing up for some reason.
Hello, Peter Austin. How are you? How was your weekend? Happy Monday, my dude. Enjoyed the latest podcast. Wishing you a wonderful day.
Well, that was lovely. Thank you very much. So, hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's spooky. Ooh, Halloween, etc. I realised while I was waiting to go live, actually, when I was looking at the screen where the rap happens, that I've not really done anything spooky to that. You know, I've not added like cobwebs or thunder or monsters or anything. And it's a bit late now. There's only one more stream left, although it is going to be the spookiest stream of all, because we will be watching something spooky together. So maybe I'll go all out next time and do that. There's a lot of friendly ghosts happening. In fact, we had one happen while I was waiting to go live, or while we were on the live soon card. So that was from Please Stop, who subscribed via Prime for 30 months now. Pretty scary number. Enjoy these spooky Bezos bucks. I will. Thank you, Please Stop, for subscribing. And please don't stop subscribing. Or do if you want. I don't mind. Thank you to Duo Goliath, who subbed for 43 months on a 43-month streak. Loads of friendly ghosts happening right now. Got promotion from work and now get to watch Sir Peter Austin on an adventure. Duo Goliath, that is a score. Well done. Congratulations on your promotion, and thank you very much for subscribing and keeping up that streak. 100 bits from Stephen Scodares. I had a very nice weekend, Stephen. It seemed to last forever, which is the best kind of weekend. And I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast. Dr. Goblin, that's pretty spooky. Goblins are monsters. Or not, not all goblins are monsters. All doctors are, though. Am I right? Hello, TP. Hope all is well within yourself. It is, thank you. With all this mention of the tat appeal, I'm already thinking it's past Halloween and we're in Chrism territory. 10-month subscribed. It does feel a bit Christmassy when the tat appeal is all over the place, but it's because, it goes out at Christmas, but we have to edit it, which takes time. Hang on, let me do this so you can see it the right way around. It goes out at Christmas, but it has to be edited up to a certain point, so we need time to edit it, and we need time to film it, and then we need time for stuff to arrive. So you have to open the post box at now, in the middle of October. So that's why. But yeah, it does feel like a Christmassy thing, doesn't it? So it'll certainly feel Christmassy to sit down and do it. It's just part of my year now. It's part of my festive season, is to sit in a room with Ben and Ashton and be very grateful for all of the nice things we receive, and then also feel really unwell within about 3 or 4 hours because we're just dehydrated, eating bag after bag of beef jerky mixed with Haribos and mystery corn snacks from Asia and stroop waffles and God knows what, all mixed together, probably washed down with a bottle of cider. It happens every year, and I'm grateful for it. I love every part of it, even the way that it makes me feel ill. I'm really looking forward to it. So it's exciting. Steven Scotus has gifted some subs. They've gone to Skip Intro and Duke McChicken, taking Stephen up to 959. That's palindromic. Gift subs. Thank you very much indeed, Stephen. Look at you, climbing to 1,000. How exciting. No pressure. Don't do it if you don't want to, but do if you do. Shall I post you a salad, says the far wall. Someone did actually post us, I think it was in the tat appeal, or was it something else? But someone, I remember them posting something, and then with it also a packet of Gaviscon. I think it was in the tat appeal, because they were like, hey, here's the thing, it's going to make you feel unwell, so here's also the antacids to go with it, which is a good idea. But please don't enclose actual medication in your packages, because I will not trust it well enough to actually treat it as legit medication. So it will be a waste of your money, because who in their right mind, no matter how well packaged and how legit looking, would take medicine posted to them by a mystery sender? Some people might, but I wouldn't. How are we doing? It's spooky today. See, that's a spooky noise.
Had to make the gift subs number be palindromic for TPTTJ Dick Salute.
Hey, I mean, if you feel you have to, then you feel you have to. I don't feel that anyone has to do that, but hey, that's great. Thank you very much, Stephen, for the bits and for going the extra mile for the palindromic number there. What was I saying? It's a spooky day. We're having a spooky stream here because it's October. So I thought this was a really good time, actually, given that it's a kind of a one-off stream in between. I did art last week. Next week, we're watching some scary stuff together. So today I had this floating stream that was what do I do with it? I've finished Spyro before my art, so I needed a new game. And I thought, do I start something and then maybe continue it in November or not? I don't know what I'm going to do. And I thought, hey, this is the ideal time to test the waters for MediEvil, which is a game that I have played bits of growing up, but I've never played the full thing. I know that lots of people really like it, really, it's dear to them, and they hold it. It has a special place in their heart. Other people less interested. Ben Potter doesn't really understand the hype or the love of MediEvil. I don't understand it in the sense that I don't know it well enough to know whether or not it's it's sort of due respect. So I'm interested to properly give it a go. So we'll play it for a couple of hours today, and then we'll just see whether I continue with it into November and play some more. So, as I say, it seemed a good time to do it because it's either going to be a one-off stream or not, depending on the results of today's test. So, shall we play? I wonder, maybe I should change the lights to something spooky. What have we got? Can I change them to green? Is green spooky? See, that in real life is almost a forest green, but it just comes out as sort of cyan on there. What about red? Okay, I mean, red works. It makes it go red. And that's kind of spooky. It washes me out, but see, even that looks blue, but that's going to be white. I don't know. When I set it to blue, it's blue. I'm gonna have red. Good. Something interesting. Got to keep things interesting. Am I right? So, let me get close. Got to turn off the lights and leave the bookshelf light on. Oh well, if I did that, I don't know how that would look. It might get really spooky and look great, or it might look awful. Let me turn the big light off. Oh no, it's just, I think the camera just tried to adapt to it. All it's done is probably just got a glaring screen in my face now. I don't think that works. It's not spooky enough to warrant not being able to see. Anyway, let's play some MediEvil now, shall we? I am using a different emulator today. I'm using DuckStation, which I have tried a little bit, and because I had the ISO to play MediEvil on the usual emulator, EPSXE, and when I loaded it up, the sound was crispy as hell, and I didn't even know necessarily how to Google, I don't know what the technical term is for crispy, I guess pops or something. It was sort of popping. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to fix this. I'm sure it's fixable, but I can't be arsed when there's a perfectly good new emulator installed on my PC. So that's what we're doing. Let me reset and head straight on over to this screen. I can't see my cursor actually, which is interesting. But anyway. Tell it not to capture my cursor. A bit loud, that game. A little bit loud. Bring it down a touch.
In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom
That's too
of
quiet now.
a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then, the sorcerer returned.
But is that how it really went down? Or is it #fake news, misinformation? Nate asks why we're not playing the PS4 remake. Partly because I would have to buy it in order to do that, whereas I do own a copy of MediEvil. It's in my cupboard. So I can legally emulate it. And also, I've heard mixed things about the remake. Some people think it's a good remake. Others think maybe less so. I don't know. I'd be interested to know, those of you who have played both the original and the remake, how you think it compares. This man's voiced by Paul Darrow, who I like very much. It's fine, says Cider Schneider. Nate says, sorry, not trying to be a retro downer, just curious. No, it's okay, it's a fair question. I meant to even say at some point why we're playing this and not the remake. I have both. Remake is good, says Tenchi CS. And Millstep says, I enjoy watching these old PS1 games with my fellow Chugs, as in Chugi. I mean, that as well, I think there is a nostalgic aspect to just playing the older build. Made a dome. It's like The Simpsons. It's so gothic, guys. It's so spooky. Perfect for this time of year. Ugh, look at him. Gross. Gross man. I mean, this almost makes me want to play Nightmare Creatures now as well. You know, looking at the... looking at the gothic street in PS1 graphics. Nightmare Creatures is great, but it's pretty difficult. He might have inner beauty, okay, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, I think the person who is doing this to sleeping people probably doesn't have much inner beauty. So he's stolen, like, their sleeping minds, basically. And now they're all essentially zombies. Fortesque. So this is the Fortescue family graveyard, I guess. Or certainly the crypt at the top. Oh, spookums. Local wizard disturbs residents of York City Centre, says Dr. Goblin. It is quite York City Centre, actually. I used to live near York. It was our nearest city. If we wanted to go, you know, for a proper shopping day, we'd go to York Centre. Wander down the shambles. There he is. Sir Daniel. How come that statue is of him as a skeleton with one eye missing? Is there the... Oops. Oh, it's doing something. I didn't press new game straight away, and now it's... The camera's going for a little drink. Oh my god, where are we going? Is it going to do demo mode? No, it's just going to give us the history of Gallowmere again. That was weird. We went into the water. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Right, new game. That skeleton used to freak me out a little bit when I was a kid. I had the demo of this game, and it did give you that front menu within the demo. Fire! So here we go. This is Sir Daniel. Oh, what? But we were told he led the charge. And, we were told that he led the charge and defeated the sorcerer. We've been lied to by big media. It has risen again.
It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue, see? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspired to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better.
I'll show you.
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Thank you. I found a small sword. So you can swing your sword. You can charge your sword and spin your torso like a madman. Or we can no. We can switch to arm. And throw arm. I am armed and dangerous. It comes back at you. So there you go. It's so that you've always got a ranged weapon, I think, that doesn't run out of... No, the wrong thing again. That, you know, doesn't run out of sort of charge. So, here we are. We are Sir Daniel. There appears to be... I don't know if there's something going on with this this door. If we can, that panel in the wall, if we can open it up or something. Throwing daggers. So we need to put a star rune. Oh no, I've got throwing daggers equipped. No, I keep doing that. So, here we go. Seems like a lot of sound assets were also used in RES2, like the gate and the zombie. What's RES stand for? Copper shield and some cash. Did I get a star rune? I did. Will this open at some point? I don't know. It might do. I have to see. Later on. A Resident Evil Survivor? 2? No. Maybe that wall doesn't open. I'm wondering if there are any MediEvil pros in the chat who know if I'm missing any specials, any secrets. So, we're leaving our crypt, heading out into the graveyard. Oh, you mean just Resident Evil 2, I see. RE2, yeah. Right, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily notice, because I don't know those games well enough, but yeah, you do sort of tend to find that... Oh, creepy hand. You do tend to find that some of these sound effects do get reused. There's sort of a whole family of IDOS Crystal Dynamics games that reuse a lot of sounds. So you'll hear in, you know, Soul Reaver and Unholy War and Tomb Raider, you'll hear a lot of the same sound effects. And Akuji the Heartless is another one. Not a very well-known game, but... Using the wrong attack at first, but... Okay. So I've got an earth rune. So I'm looking for a little green hand to stick that to. I like how there's something about the way that the zombies in this game are animated that I really enjoy. They're just they're very sort of, they just wave all of their limbs in every direction, including their legs. The way that they walk. Here they come. Chaos room. Okay. Down the back of this thing? No. It's a little healing well thing. Oh, up. Ah, there you go. So, So did Zarok... I've just sort of thought of something that has never occurred to me until now. Zarok has, like, raised the dead, right? Presumably these aren't just, the zombies like the people who were asleep, who he stole their minds. These are just actual zombies. He's, like, raised the dead, I guess, to cause chaos. Or as a bit of an army or something. And seemingly the same spell has affected Daniel, and so he's now alive. But why is he not a mindless zombie? Is there anyone know if there's an in-universe reason as to why Sir Dan is able to fight these baddies? Unlike, you know, well, these guys, they're just mindless corpses wandering around. Whereas he's like, nah, I'm gonna save Galamir. Because he's the hero, suggests Cider Schneider. I mean, that's obviously the actual reason, but could it be the pure of heart trope that affects him? Yeah, I mean, maybe he's just that much of a hero. Although the story isn't true, obviously, that he was the hero of Galamir. Maybe it's that much within his identity, and he wanted to be the hero so much that is what has given him that kind of sentience. So all it took was a bit of life force, and the rest is due to his sheer will to be a goodie. So what is this thing? Can I talk to that? Oh! Is it a shop? Ah, I can spend my gold. Okay, well, I'm alright for now. I don't know what else I'm going to be able to potentially buy later on, so I'm going to hang fire, but that is interesting. Like Cloud in Final Fantasy, says Traveling Badger. The camera's a little bit funky, I would say, in this game. I don't have a lot of control over it. I seem to be able to rotate it, but then when I start moving again, it starts to sort of shift around to whichever way it wants to face. Actually, I wonder if can I remap the controls? That would be really good if I can. Probably not. We're probably talking the pre-map days. Oh. I can choose different... Okay, let's try that. No, I don't want that either. Let's try number 3. I want X to be jump, which it isn't. No, none of the options are X is jump. Okay, never mind. Oh, I can guard as well. I should be doing that. Could, if I really wanted to, I could remap my controller so that... Oh, I didn't see what that said, but... Talk to this one.
Tread softly. Zarok awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
You want that chalice, says Cider Schneider. Yeah, I assumed so. Where was it? Oops. Oh god, that's deep water, that. And as we all know, skeletons can drown. Oh, and then I just... Oh. I used a life bottle. Seems like a waste of a life bottle. Where was the chalice? See, I don't have enough camera control to be able to look and find where the chalice was, but... Chalice is a way to gain new and better weapons, says Jax. Okay. Is it... Have I gone past it, or is it... You'd think, you know, I'm entering through a loading screen now. You'd think it was back in that world there. Yeah, it is quite Danny Elfman music, isn't it? Sir Daniel Elfman. I guess I can, well, I clearly can go back and replay levels, so that's something. There's Dan's Crypt. It's just like Mario. It's back in the graveyard, says Jax. Okay. Well, I could maybe go back for it if I want to later on. Here he is. Oh. It's Zarok.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
Necropolis. I would argue that Paul Darrow is almost too talented a voice actor to be in this game. I'm not saying that he's too good for this game, or, you know, that they're punching above their weight, but, like, you know, he sounds like he should be on, well, he was on stage a lot, I imagine. You know, he sounds like, I don't know if he was classically trained, but he sounds classically trained, and he's just standing there as polygonal Zarok going, "So, Fortescue." But hey, whatever. Is replaying levels or missions a request of modern gaming for you? I wish more did let you replay. It'd be nice to be able to... Oh god. Jesus. Okay, it did have a skull on it, to be fair. Probably, well, everything has a skull on it. I don't know if... My shield has a skull on it. But, okay, in future, maybe don't hit the thing, or hit it and run. Yeah, I wish that more games allowed you to replay levels nowadays. I don't like it when games require you to replay levels or to do backtracking, even in the old days, like, you know, this era. You know, the game I played last on stream was Spyro 3, and there's too much backtracking in that for my liking. Oh my god, it's like flipping Jungle Run in here. What's going on? Was there anything more to the... Oh, I can just sort of dodge around it. I'm just wondering if I'm missing anything by climbing the necropolis. Ow. Okay, wait for the next rock. No. It's a D. God, the red ones go down, I think. finding all these copper shields. Surely I only need one. Money? Just tanking it. Like a pro. Oh god. So pro. So professional. No. Oh, he's a little bit slippy, is Dan. Slippery Dan, that's what they call him. Is there treasure over to the left? No. Okay. We made it.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
These rocks just won't quit. I don't think the skull chests hurt you, but they become a hindrance in some later levels. Oh! Okay. Oh, well, it did push me, yeah. Maybe it didn't actually do damage, but it seemed bad, whatever it was. Oh, good. I'm glad there are these full health refills around the world. That is a really good thing. Lovely. Well, do you know what I'm sort of enjoying in a weird way? Because it's very much considered... It would be considered a bad thing nowadays, and even at the time it was, you know, something that they were trying to avoid if and when they could when developing games, is the fact that it's so broken up. I'm actually just finding it quite refreshing that I've got just these small little parcels of gameplay. I just know where I'm at, you know? I don't have a big sprawling world with like probably a terribly low draw distance that all looks the same because they can only fit 6 different textures on the disc, you know? Big worlds in games like this were not necessarily a good thing, in my opinion, because you can't see where you're going, and you can't, even if you can see your immediate surroundings, you can't necessarily tell the difference between where you are, oh my god, and where you've been. What are these things? Little gobbers. Something I really liked in games of this era. In fact, do I have a copy of Death Trap Dungeon on the shelf behind me? I think I might do. Clear these guys out, and I'll show you something that used to just fascinate me as a kid, and I could get as... Oh, look at this club! What's going on? I'm holding square, and he's just holding it out in front of him. Oh! Let me see. Wait a minute, Peter. Are you telling me Silent Hill's fog was not purely for atmosphere, but may have been hiding technical limitations? Yeah, it's about one of the only games that does it well, isn't it? Or at least finds an atmospheric use for a technical necessity. So this is my copy of Death Trap Dungeon. Let me go back to Facecam for a minute. It's Death Trap Dungeon. Good game. Ian Livingstone. You may be aware of the Fighting Fantasy Choose Your Own Adventure books. Ian Livingstone was part of the team who I think created D&D, wasn't he? Am I right in thinking that? I think he's behind the D&D, the conception of D&D. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else, but he was behind the Fighting Fantasy books. But inside, you open it up, and you've got your game manual, right? But also, there is a bestiary. Or a bestiary. And I founded Games Workshop. Yeah, I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Or did he also found Games Workshop and D&D? And look, inside here... How do I do this backwards? There's just like... Well, some of it's like stats and stuff, but if I go halfway through, look, there's like... It's not in focus, but I've got creatures from the game. There's the T-Rex, there's like a dinosaur. So you would enter something like what we're doing in MediEvil now. You go into the church and there'd suddenly be this new enemy, this little goblin or something, and you'd be like, hey, yeah, that's our imp. Imps. So, oh, there we go, it's even focused for you. and the Insect Queen. There's not a picture of the Insect Queen, but yeah, I used to love that in any game where it had a really chunky manual and there was like artwork of enemies and locations and stuff like that. It was just the coolest thing. I was easily pleased in those days, but hey, you had to take your fun where you could get it. I used to love a good art book, or not even an art book, because that implies, you know, that it has like landscapes and stuff in it. I used to enjoy a good fact file, I think. Right, what am I doing? Go back to the game. Games Workshop initially sold D&D and other RPG stuff, but they didn't develop it. Okay, yeah, I knew he founded something big, and it was Games Workshop, not D&D. But yeah, so he wrote the fighting fantasy books. Yeah, look, if I hold square, so Daniel sticks the club out like that. Oh, okay, so I think if I maybe build up some momentum, he will smash. I'm losing percentage when I swing it. Friendly Ghost from Magicore, who just subscribed and said Peter Wave, Ashton Gasp, Ben Salute, or Dick Salute. Okay, none of the buttons are opening that. There might be some kind of lever or something. Wall. Open it up. Maybe not. Oh. Oh, these guys, did they... Ooh. Did these goblins, like, open up some holes? Oh, there's light coming out of this one. Can I slam it with the club? Yes. I'm using my brain skills. Slam. And then kill the pig boys. What's he doing? Is the notification sound turned off? It shouldn't be. I think it's just I think it was just drowned out a bit, actually. Hang on, let me turn my desktop audio up. I think the game's just a bit loud, I would suggest. Do a test alert. It's really quiet, isn't it? Is the game loud? Or if I just for testing purposes, if I make it almost... Okay, I can now hear it more. But it does mean that the game is super, super quiet. I know what I'll do. I wonder if I can turn it down in the... No, that wouldn't work. Would it? If I turn it down in the emulator? No, I don't know.
Friendly ghost.
Okay, we'll go with that. Hopefully that's not too quiet for the game. Sounded fine before you lowered the volume. Smash these. What happens if I run out of club? Can I, no, okay, every time I want to change my weapon, can I, no, I can't. I mean, to be fair, I can jump over this stuff. I'm gonna die. No. Like this. If you... Oh, I don't even get to keep... Oh, do I get to keep my sword? Yeah. Oh no, I died. I used a life bottle. Okay. Oh! The whole thing fell out. The floor. I used another energy vial. Okay, let's use the club. Use it for what it's here for. Oh, yikes. Club stolen? Little imp has stolen my club. Recovered club. That's fun. I like that. So we've got a staircase there. Okay, need a chaos rune. Let's go up the stairs. Oh, get off me, club. I've just realised I should have been using my I think my copper shield. When I was picking up copper shields while climbing that boulder run thing, I think it just replenishes your shield a bit. It's not like I've been gathering multiple shields. Check out that floor design. It's pretty spooky. So I should have just been using the shield and you know, tanking some hits with it probably. Oh, so we're in here now. We've opened that up. Okay. Oh god. Spooky skeleton is playing the organ. Okay, I've established which button it is now to interact with stuff, because before I was mashing it, and then I realised after the fact, I was like, I don't actually know what the interact button is. I've just been pressing everything. So if I then encounter some sort of, you know, potentially mystery doorway or something like that, then what am I going to do? I don't need throwing daggers, I feel like. I mean, maybe if... Let me try them. I'll equip my throwing daggers and see how I find it. Oops. Okay, so yeah, the action button is also the attack button, which seems like a bit of an oversight. Anyway, I've got my chaos thing. Which should get me... Oh. No, it was down the stairs, wasn't it? Okay, can I push this thing? Yes. That's good game design. I could just tell immediately that that is pushable. You know, I've not had a tutorial saying, you can push objects by walking into them. And sometimes that's the best way to teach a player what to do, is to just use environmental cues. I freed some colours. Oh. Okay, and they're in the stained glass room. He's a bit slippery, Dan, although you can walk. But he's pretty good for the most part. So, I've opened the... I can't get back there either, but I can go back through the church. Just quickly heal up. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, this is, yeah, it's that famous boss design. This is a really, yeah, look at this. Demon's heart is his only vulnerable point. This is quite a famous, well, I say famous, I mean outside of people who've played MediEvil are kind of aware of the stained glass demon. Oh, shield. Yeah, it's a good boss design. I like it. So hang on, I've got to wait for his heart to be vulnerable. Can I then throw stuff at it? Is that working? Yes, it is. Oh god, what's he doing? Smash. Okay, I'm getting it. I'm working it out. It's like Dark Souls. I've run out of shield. There we go. I've got a new shield. Right, so then I chuck stuff at his heart. See, this is why you have your arm that you can throw, because if you'd run out of throwing daggers by now, you'd be in big trouble. Oh, gotta jump that. I'm not doing much damage to him. I'm getting there, but shield. Still sort of learning the controls. Health is low. Smash your way out when he freezes you like that. Come on, throw your stuff, throw your shards. Couple more goes, should be able to get him. If we don't run out of daggers, should be alright there. I've got quite a lot of them. Dan, throw your things. Aim them properly. Oh, I died. I fully died. Have I game overed? I have. His eyeball fell out and everything. Yeah, the D-pad will let me walk. And maybe I should be being a bit more careful. So, let's see where we go from. Maybe the start of that level, I think, but I found my thrill on Cemetery Hill. Well, I'm learning though. Okay, Hilltop Mausoleum, yeah. That's alright. You know what, I accept that. I was being reckless. Okay, while I've got my sword out, before I get this club, I'm gonna kill all these boys. Got to be a bit smarter, I think, and use, you know, like before just then I managed to hit 3 of them with my like knockback ability or my swing thing. And you know, It's probably worth being a bit more like that. So I'm not going to go through that one just yet. I want to check all the others for sweet treats, such as an energy vial. This music, although it's obviously a sort of creepy thing with the organ and stuff, it reminds me a bit of the Bowerstone music from Fable, which is a lovely piece of music. And I believe Danny Elfman, I think he sort of supervised on that music. I think it was primarily composed by someone else. Sticky-fingered imps. These thieves will strip you down to your armored undies. They certainly will. Hey, what if I'm into that? So it actually was an imp. I turned to the correct page in the Death Trap Dungeon bestiary. I wonder if I can't like lock on to enemies, can I? Because that would be nice. But yeah, I should probably do a bit more walking and a bit more blocking. Okay. I don't think I even came down here last time, did I? Because by the time I took the thing from the other secret room, or you know, it's not secret. And then I set off the booby traps. Okay, so this needs a blue stone, moonstone. Danny Elfman and his son Danny Elfboy. Yeah, that's them. So, camera, you spin around. Yeah, see, even just walking here is giving me enough precision to not end up, like, running straight into the, I've got to, if I want to keep this club, I've got to be frugal. Okay, get out of there. Oh, there was actually a little vial down there that I've left behind. Well, let's just run up here for now and then see what happens once it stops freaking out. Okay, yeah, the whole area has been destroyed. Okay, that's fine. I knew that was there as well from before. I should have grabbed it, but never mind. Okay. I've got to assume that those spiky things can't only be destroyed. Oh, he's taken my flipping sword, isn't it? Little bugger. Little sticky-fingered imp. I've got to assume that the club isn't the only thing that can destroy those spiky floor traps, because what if I just use up all my club energy? You know, then what? Does the club maybe respawn back where it was if I use it all up? Ooh. Oh, let's heal. Thank goodness. Blimey. Okay. Right, so now I've actually got a reason when I speak to... Oh, there's the moonstone. Yes, when I speak to this man, I've actually got a reason to buy, I think, a whole bunch of throwing knives now, because I'm going to be using them on the boss fella. So, we've got our moonstone, which I did not use last time. Oh, hang on, no, we're going to go out this way. So, we'll circle back round. And now, let's head down here with our moonstone before we do this boss fight and see what happens. Or did I do this before? Is this... No. No, I didn't do this. Got some big treasure. The chalice can now be collected. Sheep. Oh! Not really any warning that that's going to happen, is there? And what if I want to grab some of the... Like, what if I grab that sheep music first and then the vial gets taken? Slightly frustrating, but whatever. Right, so now... It says the chalice can be collected. Does it tell me where it is? Is there a different chalice in every world, in every level? Oh, I think I see it. Is that the chalice there? Ow. Something on the left. There's this stuff. Oh, some throwing daggers. I've got 250. How many of you have played this before? And I'm not asking, are you an expert? Anyone else in the chat who's familiar with this game? You're a fan? You enjoy it? Are you one of those people who says it's it's a bit of a... I mean, I'm reluctant to even say underrated, but it's a slightly lesser known classic, or some people think it's underrated, I guess, and other people think it's overrated, or they think that the cult following it has is kind of a bit unfounded. I'd be interested to see what the kind of the split is in the audience. No, use your club. So I'm just gonna heal. Only one I haven't played is the PSP version. Says Jax. Scarf of Jericho. Only ever played the demo. Yeah. Many times. Hey, that was Jax as well. This game is amazing, says Danny Boy. It's Danny Elfman in the chat. Oh, Danny Boy. No. I did absolutely no memory of it though, says Skip Intro. Let me skirt around that boss encounter because I want to know. So, someone who is familiar with this game, what's the deal with the chalices? Is there like a chalice in every world, every So now that it's said the chalice can now be collected, does that mean it's visible somewhere inside this mausoleum, or does it mean the chalice that was teased to me outside in the other area, is that what can be collected? If I backtrack now to that level, I mean not now, but I mean after this boss fight, is that how it works? Each level has a chalice, and when you say each level, you mean each route. Like this is me walking in through this front door into the mausoleum. Is this a separate level with its own chalice? Or is it like the whole sort of graveyard area with these various different rooms and things? Is that considered one level with one chalice? Okay, here we go. Mausoleum has its own chalice. Okay, interesting. Right, the demon's heart is his only vulnerable point. So, oh, no, not slam. So, let's, no, shield. Oh, my shield ran out. Fresh shield. feel like maybe I should be using my shield to block that volley of stuff, but it didn't seem to necessarily hold up to it completely. And I tried it last time, but I don't know. Okay, I think I'm doing better this time, though. I've got him down to, you know, like quarter health. Oh, I can charge this as well. Oh, okay. I wonder if that'll do more damage, sort of like DPS over time. No, I don't think it does, but, you know, that's fine. It's worth knowing. I think it's quicker just to mash. Or just try and hit him with as many daggers as I can. No! Oh man, I'm down to 4 HP, but I do have one bottle of life left. So I should be able to get him, I think. Oh, I might even be able to get him without dying. Nice. Oh, of course, I picked up some sheet music, didn't I? I didn't even think about that. So yeah, I get the chalice by giving a certain character some sheet music. Which makes sense. I get it. So I wonder if I have to, for example, if I wanted to go back and get that chalice now, I wonder if I have to find the sheet music again in that level, or if I've always got it. So I go down. Ah, so now we can go in different directions. Just as an example, let's see what happens if I go back to the mausoleum, replay it. I probably have to just do it from the start, which is fine. That's pretty typical of this era of gaming. Probably don't have the sheet music on me. Although I've got the club still. And if I can get a club refill. Nice. I wonder if I get to keep it if I quit, or if I can only take stuff with me that I've taken through the exit. But anyway. Everything resets while replaying. Yeah, I thought it might do. Wow, quick game sends you, like, right the way out, does it? Fortunately, we saved after we killed the stained glass demon, but so let's go this way to return to the graveyard. Are you guys scared yet? You feeling spooked? Oh, there goes my life bottle from the boss fight. Let's change weapon. Oh dear. Didn't expect that. Hang on, that's game over, isn't it? Okay. So we'll just reload. And this is, you know, we were talking earlier about game mechanics and stuff like that. This is something that I probably don't miss. Is just like hard game overs that boot you right out, and you can only go from where you where you saved. But hey, it's part and parcel. That's probably something that I suspect was maybe changed in the remake. Confirm or deny, anyone who knows? Or at least if you ran out of lives, it probably wouldn't take you right back to the screen that says new game. It probably just says, you know, would you like to reload or would you like to restart this level? Something like that. I've got to assume that's how it worked. These guys are running at me. So here's a little bit of trivia for you. One of the only bits of trivia I can give you is that the music in the very first level, where Daniel literally just got out of his grave and walked to the door, is different in the demo when compared to this version of the game, from what I remember. These things change in development sometimes. Much like in the Spyro 1 demo, it's got like the main title screen music playing as you venture around the artisan world. There's something about that as well. I think I might have talked about this. I can't remember if I talked about this on stream or if it was somewhere else, but no, I don't think it was. I think I did a tweet about it or something. But oh, I've got to watch my health. I've got to be really careful here, actually. Otherwise, that's going to happen. Just the actual process of resetting is a little bit tedious, but I think it saves after every mission. Been a while since I played the remake. Yeah, it gave me the option to save after each mission. But yeah, there's something about I can't remember what I was saying now. Something to do with the demo of Spyro and the music, but I've forgotten. Time for save states, says Tetsuya. Well, I was wondering that, even just, you know, literally save state at the start of this mission so that I can not have to keep doing this. What are the hotkeys for save state on this emulator? Okay, I think I've done it actually. I think I just saved. Yes, I have. Let me try and load it. Yeah, okay, good. So we can at least do a quick reset, which I think is reasonable. Cheetah Austin emotes in the chat, everyone. I think the audio in the remake is copied over from the original. Only thing I know about the making of... Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I'm sure I heard that they reused a lot of... Okay, well, there we go. Dead.
Happy 420 BB.
Blaze it, everyone.
My dude's Lord 16 dab. Since we are a spooky skelly boy today, here are some spooky skeletal jokes. What's a skeleton's favorite plant? A bonsai.
A bonsai.
Why do skeletons hate the cold? It sends chills up their spine. How do French skeletons say hello? Bonjour. Why are skeletons such bad guys? Because you can see right through them. Why did the police officer arrest the skeleton? They could see the joint in his hand. Hi.
Very good.
BBBBBBB scary BBBBB medieval BBBBB save state BBBBB cheetah Austin spooky blizzard.
Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much to everyone. I'm making spooky noises myself now. Ooh. Thank you very much to everyone who has blazed there. Blaze everyone. It's the sex number, my dudes. Thank you to Steven Skodes and Laura Brotovich for the bits. I'm playing a bit more tactically now. Keeping my distance where I can. Jeez, these headless guys are mad. Just realised as well that the little twinkling firefly thing that's floating around, it shows who I'm targeting. It flies at enemies, and then I know I can mash the old throw button because I'm able to. I know that I'm going to be aiming at someone, which is good to have noticed that. Oh, find some higher ground. This tactic is serving me reasonably well. Stand up on the grass. No, I need to start walking as well rather than running everywhere and slipping off. Let's see what this does. Yeah, it just pushes, I think. Which is fine. Okay, I've got some health, an energy vial. So what's the deal with the life bottles? Can I collect multiple ones of them, or can I only fill my life bottle once? Because at the moment I've got like a... Oh no, my arm's come off. Yeah, that's saying like 45 or 3%. Oh, jeez. Hello, boys. Which tells me I'm filling up the... Can't hit him from here. Which tells me I'm filling up the bottle, which I understand as a concept. Bonk. Nosy bonk. But when I have filled it up, because I can see it filling up above my health bar up there, when it's full, does that start filling another one up, or is there only ever one that I can fill up and use, and then maybe that's the end? Collect multiple life bottles. It helps with the end of the game, but you can only collect life to you fill. Oh, to you fill, yeah. So you fill them up, right? Yeah, you have to get it to 100%, obviously. So, let's speak to this guy. You still just selling throwing daggers? Well, take the lot. Okay. I think I am backtracking, aren't I? This is like a reverse level. Or it looks very similar anyway. Okay. Feel like I'm playing more intelligently now. Oh, but they do keep breaking my shield, and I'm not sort of noticing, because there's not like an audio cue when your shield breaks. So it's gotta be... Let's equip this... It would be also nice if it auto-equipped a lesser shield when a bigger one fails, because I just had like a big iron shield that broke. Oh, these guys are the worst. Oh. I am playing more intelligently now. I do feel it. I feel like... Look, and there's some health. How do I get to it? Can I climb over? Jump down? I think I might be able to. Or maybe not, actually. Oh, or can I? Wow, that's really... Oh yeah, I've got to remember I can walk. Wow, yeah, you can really do some interesting platforming here. Right, so I can't go through there, seemingly. Got a big door here. Does that just open? No. Okay. Where to now? Well, I don't think it's here, because I've been here before. Actually, can I... actually jump up there. Maybe not. Should have a key. Oh, I actually have to use the key, do I? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I do have a key in my inventory, but that makes sense. Should use it on the door. See, I'm glad we've got... Ha ha ha! Glad Jax Dalcari's in the chat. What would we do without you today? It's always good. There's always someone. Whatever game I'm playing, there's normally someone around who knows what they're talking about. I think we had it with Spyro 3. We had it with, well, you name it. Any game I'm playing that I'm not familiar with. Because as I've said many, many times before, generally I only like to play games on stream that I know reasonably well so that I don't end up... For example, if... on this occasion, we didn't have Jax Dalcari in the chat saying, hey, use the skull key on that door, which would not necessarily have, you know, occurred to me. Then, you know, I could have been standing around there for flipping ages trying to work it out. And that bothers me. I don't like doing that when I'm streaming. I like to avoid that wherever possible. So that is why, normally, I will only play games that I'm already familiar with. But fortunately, on the odd occasion where I do play something like this that is kind of new to me, usually there's someone in the chat who can help out. I guess the only time that wouldn't happen is if I play a brand new game that no one else has played yet, but it's so rare that I actually do that. Got stuff going on all around the edge here. I don't know if I can... maybe if I raise this bridge, I might be able to clamber across. So let's go and put this rune where it belongs. Get into the Undertakers. Of course, the Undertaker of this village actually lives in the graveyard, which, you know, easy commute, I suppose. Energy vial, thank God. Oh, a chalice! So this is what a chalice looks like when you've not yet unlocked it, right? Because you have to actually do something to get it. I'm having a bad time here. Oh God, what's going on? I just want to pause it and change weapon, but it's not safe. Okay. Right. I really hope there's some health somewhere around here. Friendly Ghost. That there is from Pup Wheelie, who just subscribed. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a vial up there. They just completely... Oh yeah, they pretty much give you full health. That's good. I've got to be careful because there's water. I do not want to fall in there and just instantly lose a life. I feel like he might have even tried not to walk off the edge there. Let me test it up here, if I can. I think when I walked, he sort of hesitates, which is good. Zombie.wav, yeah. Supplies. Let's get some more throwing daggers. I don't seem to be able to buy anything else at the moment, so... Oh, I see, this is actually part of the puzzle, isn't it? We're not raising a bridge. Because I just sort of thought, oh yeah, when I give the rune, when I hand the rune in, it's probably going to raise this bridge. but I didn't really think about the fact that it didn't. I ended up in the Undertaker's, but this is what we're doing instead. We are building a bridge. Oh, can I get back up? Oh, what? Jump across. Leap of faith. Okay, yeah, there's a ramp. Who's going to a Halloween party this year, or who's going trick-or-treating? Or who's staying in but still... My question really is, who's dressing up as something this year at Halloween for whatever reason? Whether you're going to a party or going out or even staying at home and just dressing up spooky just for fun. Your sword can hit the wall in narrow spaces. It is just like Dark Souls. Who is dressing up this year, and what are you dressing up as? Oh, yikes. These guys absolutely destroy you if they get you. Oh. If you dodge them, then they fall over and they're vulnerable, but... God. No. See, I'm using my life vials just like... Oh, God! Almost instantly, because those guys are getting me good. Fortunately, back out here now, and actually if it's anything like the previous wall that I clambered up, then, oh, I'm not looking where I'm going. God damn it. And I've not save stated. I looked away at the chat for 1 minute, and I thought I would just be locked into that. That's why I wasn't watching. Because I was like, well, I'm pushing a block. I'm probably stuck to the block. You know, it's going to just lead me on the path of the block. I'm glued to it. I can't possibly fall off the edge. And here's where we are. Well, that is a little bit frustrating. I wonder if I can rewind. Because this is a pretty... It's a pretty good emulator. You can pause. But no, I can't rewind. Well, let's load that up. That is very disappointing that has just happened. 90s platformer physics claim another victim. You're right. Yeah, I just wanted to read about your interesting costumes while I pushed a block, but it all went wrong. And now we're back here to where we were with no health. If I'm good, actually, if I can stay alive, that would be really good, because if I can reach a health recharge on 4%, then, you know, I'm basically saving myself a life. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay, well, it was worth a try. I think normally I would stop and maybe try and defeat all these enemies, because that will help me build up my life bottle. But you guys have seen all this already. I'm probably just gonna attack the ones that I need to. Silver shield. Oh, I'm very disappointed that I died. So let me see what you are dressing as at least. Lazy costume, just a skeleton hoodie, so skip intro. Fair enough. I'll be working a new shift at my job and then home and playing a spoopy game. Very good. That's just as good a way to spend it. I'll be dressing as a grotesque troll, the same every day. Boring loner. I can't allow that kind of talk. I can't. Ben Potter is streaming on Halloween, Lobrotovich. Hey, don't ever let moderation duties get in the way of a good time. What else have we got? We've got Dr. Goblin saying, no dressing up or partying for me. Are you off anywhere dressed up, Peter? I am. I'll get to that in a moment. I'll be dressing up as a graveyard bride, which I guess is just a zombie when you think about it, but one that's getting married. But also I'm a man, so a very progressive graveyard, so good for it. Yeah, indeed. Could always replay the first level and use the live stream to heal. That's a really good shout, Jax. That's a very clever tactic. You clearly have played this many times. You know what? That might even be worth backtracking for. The time it will take me to do that, I'll get essentially a whole extra life for doing that. I'm going to do it. Plague Doctor, says Alien Sweat Hands. No dressing up for me, says Mr. Black. It's just been one of those months. Next year I'll return to Halloweening. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. All the best. Stephen dressing as the main character from the animated show called Chainsaw Man. I've been invited to a Halloween party. Yeah, I know Chainsaw Man. I'll be a Wookiee, says Barley. Excellent. I am going to a Halloween party this year, but people from work will be there, and so I don't necessarily want to say what I'll be wearing. So, can I open this? It looks like I should be able to, but when I try and press X on it, it just does a hit. I don't know. Probably shouldn't be in the crypt, should I? Is it the first graveyard area to get the vial? Is there a life vial in this area? Is it up here? Or is that just the exit? Ah. No? No. What did you say? Did you say it goes return to the crypt or return to the first graveyard? Where is it? Could always replay the first level and then use the live stream to heal. Maybe you mean this level. People from work, and Ben is still streaming. Well, no, so it's not happening on Halloween. It's happening a few days before. So I'm gonna run past all these zombies. Try and find a live stream. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's the Earth rune. That. There it is. There's the live stream. Nice. So that essentially equates to, you know, me getting a whole life back. I know I didn't actually get a life bottle, or whatever it's called, but if I took one hit in that second graveyard level, I would have died instantly. Whereas now, I can take a whole life's worth of hits, pretty much. So that was well worth doing. I'm gonna do it again, look. Excuse me, everybody. Just need to return to the map. Oh, there's the chalice. Oh yeah, I was just about to say, I wonder if I can hit that statue to make it open the thing. But chalice isn't collectible yet. But it might be collectible soon. Oh, we're like... It was worth coming back here, actually. I'm like doing stuff. Like finding new things. So if I... Hang on, if I hit this one more time and she faces down here, does that open the gate at the end of the... Yes, it does. What is in this area? Turn the flipping camera, Dan. Okay, we can go down there. Oh, so you can get up here. I was down there before on Graveyard 2, Return to the Graveyard. And I was saying that looks like an area you would be able to reach, but... I didn't seem to be able to get there. Right, so let's... one more time and then head this way. Oh look, there's that. Oh, can I even open this? No, not in this level. It's clever though. It's an interesting kind of backtrack. Like, you could argue, obviously you could just say like, well, that's lazy that they reused the whole level geometry. But you know, there's different objectives and even a different path built into each one, and a clear like different level of difficulty as well. So yeah, like cynically, it's just, well, you know, that's not really how it goes, and that's making allowances for lazy game design. But it's not always lazy. Sometimes it's just, again, it's like a necessity. There's only so much you can do with games of this era. Okay, I'm gonna get the chalice. I'm gonna do it. And I didn't make the connection. I was thinking, like, is a chalice just a collectible? And you just, you know, if you collect them all, great, you 100% the game. But no, is it like, is it a life chalice? Can I fill it up and use it to carry more lives with me? Chalice can now be collected. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back and get it. Can I actually get back up the way I've jumped down? I wonder if that tat appeal alert maybe comes around slightly too often. I don't want to spam you guys with the message. Send us stuff. Send us stuff now. So, whack that. Whack it again. Whack it one more time. The chalice can now be collected. Ah, the Hall of Heroes awaits. What does that mean? Oh, God. Cheeky boys. Boys and girls. I had another look before the stream started today to see if any more commands have been added by either Ben or Ashton, any spooky ones, but no, it's still just, they've all been disabled by Ben. The Witchcraft one doesn't work anymore. One that still, I think, is active from back in the day when Cecil Prumps was a mod is !VAV for Volavant. Yeah, Nosy is gone, but you can ask if anyone wants a Volavant. Oh, the Hall of Heroes. Here we go. So what do I get? Oh, hello, sir. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes.
I knew that's what he was going to say.
The bravest warriors from history spend eternity feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Oh. Interesting. Arm wrestling. Hey, I'd be pretty good at that. Look. And whack them with it. This used to creep me out a little bit when I was a kid in the demo, that he could just pull his arm off and throw it. And partly because I thought that Well, maybe I was right to think that the red bit is it meant to be just like red cloth as part of his armor? It's part of his like gauntlets and stuff, and that's the shoulder pad, or is it just flesh? Because when I was a kid, I thought it was flesh, and I thought it was kind of creepy that he could do that. Sort of cool, but also creepy. We got here. We got some heroes. Oh, are they looking at me? Oh, they are. Do that. If you can persuade them that you are worthy, maybe they will give you a new weapon. Okay, so that's the chalice. There's a staircase at the back, I'm aware of that. I'm just making sure there's nothing else to do here. Okay, let's climb these stairs. Oh, ghost stairs. Huh. Okay. There's ghost statue over here as well. Oh, it's me. Okay. Or do I have to collect more and more of these and return, and then I can get through more of it? Is that... A statue glowing green is a hero you can talk to for new bits. Oh, I see. Thank you. Useful. I stand on the... Ah.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well?
Go for it.
How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow.
There isn't
It's
green.
got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Galamir. After you were slain, I shot Zarok's champion, Lord Kardok. A clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards.
Why would I say no?
Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir.
I was gonna say.
Oh, goodbye, sir.
Nice. So I've got a crossbow, and I guess I can buy bolts for it, can I? So now I can't yet climb the stairs. I've got to come back with more chalices, right? I think that's the deal. Oh, yikes. Setting it off. So do I just exit now? Back this way, or... Yes, no? Ah, yeah. I get it. I understand. But again, without Jax, that would have remained unclear for some time. Later on, there's multiple, and you can choose which hero you want to choose. Ah, okay. It was very received pronunciation, yeah. Save progress. I would love to. So that was well worth backtracking for, because we've now gained a crossbow, and I've healed up, and I've got like 2 life... two life things as well. So that's great. So let's return to the graveyard with far more power. It's 10 to the hour. So we'll maybe try and just play through this level. Oh, it is rapid fire. Jeez. Well, this is like absolutely incredible. Sort of don't want to like overuse it. 1, 2. Oh, steady. See, like that's what I don't want to do is like be missing all the time. I'm assuming I'll be able to buy ammo for it from the shop, but okay, let's not overuse it though. Let's if I get into a tight spot. Yeah, I should be doing this where I can, using the knockback and using my sword and stuff, using my shield. In fact, yeah, using my shield. But if I get surrounded by baddies, like in that narrow corridor where there's those 2 headless guys running at me who want to absolutely destroy my ass. Or, you know, even in that situation, I should be using throwing daggers or something. But yeah, I like it. I do like the knockback on that spin and the fact that it is a circular attack, so it does just hit everyone around me. I do wish I could use like the shoulder buttons to cycle through weapons though. That would be really good. Oh, I can switch between targets though with the shoulder buttons. I did not notice that. I can see why, or I can see some of the benefits that might have been had from remastering this game, because there's definitely some aspects to it that have aged badly through no fault of its own, really. But yeah, some of the controls, like very much like quality of life things. Yeah, crossbow bolts. Look, they cost a lot more, but hey, I'm down. Situations like that, you know, I should even be using my arm potentially to save on ammo. I mean, you know, even against guys like that, the arm is not bad. It's pretty good. It's just slow, you know. You're getting overwhelmed by people. That's not what you want to be using necessarily, but like in this situation, it's the sword. Does its job. It is folded, tempered, and it does its job. So yeah, I don't want to say what I'm going as for Halloween, because I want to, you know, on the off chance that someone from work finds out and it spoils the surprise. But I will post a photo on the day. I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest, with the because I was deliberating for ages. Like, you know, the party is at some point in the next 7 days, let's say. And I was thinking, oh man, time's running out, and what am I going to do? What am I going to wear? And didn't really want to like spend much money either on it, because I don't have a lot of money right now. I've had a very expensive month just buying things. Bought Spider-Man for one thing, which is, you know, games are flipping expensive, man. I'm having a bad time here. I'm not really using the right weapon. Yeah, games are expensive, and life is expensive, and I've had people staying, and we've been going out for dinner multiple times, which is all nice and fun, but costs money. So it's like, man, how do I do like a decent Halloween costume without breaking the bank? And I feel like I've done it. So there will be photos. No, inventory. Not having a good time with these wolves. Okay. So, let's carefully walk across here. I'm going to save state now, actually, so that we don't... And before I head into that scary place with all the guys running through the corridor, what I'm going to do is But I might not need to. I was going to say I'm going to go and use a refill from... I don't need to. Oh, that's fine. I was going to go back to the previous area. Okay. Now with my crossbow, do that. Oh. Okay. Sort of works. And sort of not. But, sure, whatever. There is a health vial somewhere around here, so as long as I can just stay alive a bit. Oh, the chalice can now be collected. So is the chalice just from killing enough enemies, or what exactly? How exactly am I making the chalice be collectible? I didn't clock. It probably did tell me earlier when it was telling me about chalices, but I didn't notice. A roll of toilet paper it is then. Mummy TP. It's even TP. You're right, I could have done that. I mean, honestly, I did consider doing a mummy costume. I did think about that. Because that is a good one. It's cheap. It's even recyclable. I don't know if toilet paper is recyclable. I don't mean you can reuse it to wipe your bottom with, but I mean you might be able to put it in your paper recycling bin if it's unsoiled. I'm not sure. It's kills. Killing enemies unleashes souls, and they all go to the chalice in the top left, showing a percentage. Yeah, okay, right, that's good. And then you just have to find it. Collect it. Oh, Jesus! I noticed a chalice symbol filling with a percentage as I was playing, but I wasn't sure if that was the chalice or if that's me like filling up a life vial thing or something else. I'm enjoying this. Apart from the difficulty that just comes with this game's age. Jeez. I am enjoying the way that it's playing. Just the sort of overall level design and puzzles and stuff. And the combat is like involved but not too involved. Like you have to think smart. You can't just, you know, Crash Bandicoot doesn't actually have combat at all, really, if you think about it. You run in and you mash the square button. Spyro, alright, does arguably have some combat that you do have to think about, in that do you flame or do you charge, and do you dodge enemy attacks, but it's basically just one attack and you just have to make sure you do the right one. You know, what other games exist from this era? Crash and Spyro, that's it. But yeah, to have an assortment of attacks and to actually have to think about blocking and think about knockback and think about stuff like that. I didn't mean to do that, but it happened. I don't know if I dare try and jump down there. I think I'm gonna do it on foot. I'm gonna jump back down that thing, walk back. Yeah, there's enough for you to think about, but it's not actually like Dark Souls. Well, at least I don't need a health refill now. So, I have built the bridge. Oh my god, this looks fun. Okay, I'm definitely doing a save state here, because this is probably going to be BS. Right. Oh god. Okay. Oh, there was a health thing right there as well. Prepare to battle the Guardians of the Graveyard. Oh, I know what these are. Yes. They are wolves. Oh, steady. So what, are they sometimes ghosts? Okay, well, I see that I clearly have to just hit them when they're corporeal. But by the time I've dodged out of the way, or will they not strike at me if I shoot them before they... No, they will. Okay, maybe I don't use a ranged attack then, use a sword and a shield. Oh, I've got an iron shield actually. Oh, I can use a shield and a crossbow if I want to. Yeah, let's try the crossbow for the rapid fire. No. Oh, I'm getting hit left, right, and center. Okay, let's try and block an attack. Sword says Tetsuya. Okay. Man. I'm not sure about this. Just getting mullered here. I'm not getting mullered. They're actually very slowly chipping away at my health. I'm just losing all my life though. I'm gonna load that state just for the sake of, because I've lost a lot of well, in fact I've died is what's happened there. Sophie's in the chat. Welcome, thank you for chatting. Welcome in. Their trail damages you. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't seem to be able to damage them that much. Okay, so we're in. Got a shield. Well, my shield's not actually equipped. Let me equip my shield. Let me try again with the shield, see if that... Well, I can block the attack. Gotta watch that trail. I'm just not doing any damage to them. Let me try again with a crossbow. Okay, I mean that's doing damage, but they're visible for such a short time, and you have to dodge their attack. I don't know, this seems like... I don't think this is very good, personally. They're just not visible for long enough. They're just gone instantly. I'm sure a pro MediEvil player can absolutely boss this without any issue, but... You know, I'm just taking that much damage. Hang on, I'm starting this again. Oh, the singles in Sophie's area. I did wonder when she said, "Hey, what was her next question? How are you doing?" or something. It seemed a bit botty, but oh, those things even fill your life bottles. I did not notice that at all. That's good to know. I've not been doing that. Okay. Equip shield. I don't really know what to use here. I feel like none of it's really working. Prepare to battle the Guardians of the Graveyard. Hey, I'd love to if they actually wanted to hang around long enough for me to actually get him. Oh, that works at the start. I've actually done half damage there. Oh my god, I was just walking in his trail all the way there. Okay, I think if you move just before just after they start teleporting, yeah, they actually arrive facing where you were when they departed. That they think that you were where you were when they set off to come and get you. So that is a way to dodge them. To dodge out of their way. I've died again. But I have worked out a bit of a tactic now. I did not notice at first that they were... I thought wherever they spawned, they were always looking right at you and could just get you, but that is not necessarily the case. Okay. The evil guardians of the graveyard have been vanquished. You've claimed the daring dash ability. Use it well, Sedan.
All has changed outside the necropolis. Paths go this way, paths go that way. Nasty, painful death waits round every turn and over every hill. Bon voyage.
Oh, thank you. I wonder what my daring dash is. While running, use guard and your boost. Ah, well, there we go. You answered my question just as I asked it. And now we're back in the Hall of Heroes. What have we unlocked?
Back from the battle so soon? It must think it is a hero by now. But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes.
Don't call me an it.
Statue of your fraudster self? When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
It's calling me an it. So, we can now speak to... Stairs. No, those stairs aren't real. Those stairs real? No. Go there. Is it this person again? Oh yeah, he's glowing. Didn't notice.
Hurrah! I knew it would take more than an army of the evil dead to throw your strider. I've something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks. And that's it, I think. I like that. That's a fun little thing that you just come back to this same place time and again and chat to people, pick things up, leave when you're ready. We're uncovering the map. Well, that's a good time to end, a good place to end. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here and enjoying a little bit of spooky time with MediEvil. While we're here, in fact, so before you go, let's do a poll. So, would you like to see more of this game? Let me come back to Facebook. Would you like to see more of that when it is time? So next week, sorry, turned and faced the other way from you. Go back to blue. Next week, I'm going to be watching some spooky things with you. We will have some scary vintage children's TV to watch or something like that. I've still not quite decided what we're going to watch, but only because I'm spoiled for choice and I'm trying to narrow it down. But we'll watch something spooky together, probably something from like the 70s or the 80s or possibly the 90s, and we'll have a great time. But the week after that, when October is over and we are deep in November, and when I say deep, I mean 1 week into November, would you like to see more MediEvil, or would you prefer that we move on to something else? I couldn't necessarily tell you what the something else is. I sometimes consult my list of games what I want to stream, and I'm sure I added something to the very bottom of the list recently that makes me want to... Oh yeah, I would quite like to, at some point, it might not necessarily be the next game, but it could well be, I would like to revisit a game that I streamed in the very early days, which was Rugrats Search for Reptar, which is a classic PS1 game. When I say classic, I mean a lot of people played it. That's exactly what I mean by that, and it's not necessarily a sign of quality. It's a bit janky, but it's something. So, would you like to see more MediEvil in November? You're voting in a poll there, chat. Remember, we'll get round to all these other games as and when. So if you're thinking, oh, I really want to see some Rugrats Search for Reptar, let's get rid of MediEvil. Don't necessarily think that, because I'll still play that game potentially next, whether we play all of MediEvil or most of MediEvil or no more of it at all. So it really just comes down to whether you actually want to see more of this game or not. And don't necessarily worry about what will replace it, because that's going to be the same thing whether we play this to completion or we have only done this one session and we move on from it. So vote in the poll. I see you all voting there. Sorry, people watching on the VOD, you don't get to vote, which is a shame, but never mind. Are we watching Mr. Blobby? He is pretty spooky in his own way. Well, there we go. About twice as many of you want to see more MediEvil, and perhaps even some of the people who voted for something else don't actively not want to see more MediEvil. So perhaps we'll at least play a bit more of this game, if not all of it, over the next couple of weeks. Although it is... the difficulty spike goes up, not gonna lie, says Jax. I mean, that's the thing. I might not be able to stick it out and play the full thing. So it depends what the quality of life touches are on the remake, and maybe I could even just switch over to that. I mean, that would involve me buying the remake, but I don't know. I feel like I did play it though, but was that because they released a demo, didn't they? There was a free demo before the game came out, and I think I played. Well, I know I played that. I've definitely played something of the original, but of the remake. But I don't think I know I don't own it. Or was it on Game Pass as well? Not Game Pass, Plus. I think it might have been on Plus. So maybe that's how I played it, but I don't have Plus at the moment. But anyway, so we'll play at least a little bit more MediEvil, and actually, maybe, after another session or two, I'll be feeling like I want to move on from it if the difficulty spike is ramping up, and it will be soon time for the anniversary on the 11th as well. So actually, is that about only one more stream away? So next week on the 30th, we'll be watching Spooky Things. Then on the 6th, it is we'll return to MediEvil, but then potentially on the 13th, it will be time to revisit Beyond Good and Evil, which is very, very exciting. And it's even more exciting given that potentially there's like an anniversary edition coming out that Ubisoft have said absolutely nothing about at all, but has seemingly been confirmed by like a certificate age rating website, the ESRB, said, "Oh yes, Beyond Good and Evil 20th Anniversary Edition is rated T14 or whatever it is." So that is seemingly happening, even though Ubisoft have not ever actually said that it is happening. So that is maybe coming out, and if it's going to be an anniversary edition, it probably comes out on or around, or hopefully a bit before the anniversary. So that is maybe what we'll be playing in a couple of weeks' time. But let's play some more MediEvil next week after the spooky stream, and then we'll see how we're feeling, because it will be time for BGE. By the way, I watched that Captain Laserhawk on Netflix, which is it's called a Blood Dragon remix. It's not really anything to do with Blood Dragon other than sort of vaguely aesthetically. I won't spoil it, but Jade and Paige were in that alongside a bunch of other Ubisoft characters, but they're all sort of like adjacent versions of them, intentionally so. They're kind of meant to be remixes of the characters, and quite liked what they did with what little we saw of Jade and Paige. There wasn't like a huge amount of them, except for like one bit, which was like, I don't understand whose decision that was and why they made that decision. It was really, really strange, and that's all I'll say. But I would probably recommend the show, just generally, as I mean, I'm not an anime connoisseur at all, so I cannot even begin to compare it to anything else. But I thought it was a fairly compelling story. It was paced pretty well, like it didn't drag at any point, and there were lots of very silly, over the top action bits and a few bits of dialogue that made me laugh out loud. And Rayman is in it, and Rayman's really good. So maybe go and watch that if you're thinking about it. Captain Laserhawk, it's pretty good. It's on Netflix. I enjoyed it. So there we go. That's it. Join me next week for some spooky vintage television, and then the week after for more MediEvil, and maybe the week after that some Beyond Good and Evil, either the copy that I own on Steam or something, which makes the disc game even harder than it has to be, or perhaps a special anniversary build of the game. Oh, friendly ghost. Let's just hope they've not like cancelled it, submitted it for certification, and then decided after the fact, oh, you know what, let's not bother. They don't want that. No one wants to play that. So we'll see what happens, but I'm very excited. Thank you very much, Gubbins, for that last minute subscription there. Gubbins 1969, nice. Sub for 3 months now via Prime. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you to everyone else who subbed today and gave bits and so on and so forth. And hey, enjoy the rest of your Mondays. Stay safe and look out for the spooky, scary skeletons. Spoilers, there's one inside you right now. Also, there's one behind you!